I'm Mark EHK.
I'm Mark Dan.
And you're watching another episode of Extreme Ghost Hunters. Today we're at Coromoni Cemetery in Glen Urquhart. Now this ties in with our previous episode, doesn't it, Mark?
Yeah, we had the Viking stone just around the corner, and what this is, and by the way, if we're playing about it, it's midges, isn't there?
Oh, it's terrible.
Terrible midges tonight. So,
yeah.
So and in this graveyard, you know, but we can't do anything about that. But yeah, the Viking stone is just around the corner.
Yep.
And what this, and just quickly on the Viking stone, our last episode, we had some great noises, didn't we? We had the horses, the hooves.
We have what could have sounded like a Viking horn.
Yeah, and the bell.
Yep.
And our bell never rang. So
no.
If you didn't see the Viking one, look at the Viking one. We were really impressed with some of that. But going on to the link with this one, from the Viking stone, in 1871 it was moved.
Yep.
It was moved from up the mountain by the Grants, and the house, which is now burnt down. It's just footings. Now, there's stories of a white lady, a ghost.
Anne Fanny Stokes, wasn't it? That was the name.
Exactly, Anne Fanny Stokes. And the rumours are she was a young 19 to 20-year-old girl. And when he moved the stone, she was the only English girl actually in this graveyard. And when he moved the stone, there was some association with the house, this girl. And one evening she was running with a long white flowing dress through the fields, and she tried to go over a burn, fast flowing water. And tragically, as she was stepping across, the water caught her heavy skirt and dragged her under the water. Just pulled her under,
so she got swept away, yeah.
And she got killed.
Yeah.
And they reckon that was due to the same time as they moved the stone.
Right. So it was kind of a revenge thing from the Viking king. Yeah.
Exactly.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah.
And a few years later, there was a lot of tragedy as well with the Grant house, and it burnt down.
It burnt down, didn't it?
Yeah. So
yeah.
So the rumours are that Anne Fanny Stokes, the White Lady, walks around these graveyards, walks around, and we're going to try and contact and see whether we can get anything.
Yep, absolutely.
You know.
Yep.
So we'll carry on because we're getting bitten to death here, aren't we?
Oh, it's shocking. Yeah.
The joys of Scotland, eh?
Yeah, that's it. All right, let's go.
Yeah. Okay, I'm at the grave here of Anne Fanny Stokes. She was born in February 1854, and she died accidentally drowned at Coromoni on the 17th of September 1871, same time as the Viking stone. Now I've got a couple of things. I've got the bell here, I've got Silas, so if anything moves we can see that. I've also got inside here now, I've got atmospheric pressure sensor, so if there's any change in the pressure it will beep. Anything that might be about is inside the box. So we've got a couple of things, and we're going to film it. We've got our GoPro just here, and let's leave that on and see if we get anything. Okay, so all them three things while we do the dowsing rods and our other experiments. So Anne Fanny Stokes, if you're here, you want to ring the bell, you want to move Silas, or you want to make anything happen, we've got this here for you. We come in, mean you no harm, we just come here to sort of express your activity in this area. You wander around, don't you? Around.
Oh.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
Did you hear that?
Yes. The pressure.
The pressure, as soon as I said you wander around.
Yep.
That is honestly. Did you hear it?
Yep. Just get this out. Get this stuff out of the way. Just get this out. Get this stuff out of the way. So we're going to ask the questions now, and we're going to do them in slow-mo and see if we pick up any like unusual sounds. We're going to ask the questions now, and we're going to do them in slow-mo and see if we pick up any like unusual sounds or.
Do it again. Okay. That went off again.
Yeah. Were you happy?
Now should we just finish off now?
Yep.
That's gone again. Do you hear it?
Yeah, yeah.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to we start the first experiment with the dowsing rods, and we're going to see if we can get any sort of activity or energy from Anne Fanny Stokes. So, Anne, if you're here, if your spirit is here, just move the rods.
Let's go nearer to the grave, eh, Mark?
Yep.
Let's go right up. Anne, if you're here and you want to let us know, move the rods. If you're in this graveyard, your spirit, move the rods. Were you unhappy with what happened when they moved the Viking stone?
Do you think that has something to do with your death? Or look, here we go.
That's a little bit, isn't it?
Yep. Do you think they should have left the stone where it was? And do you think this could have been the curse from King Moni?
Did you actually did you drown when you were running from the house? Did you drown? Did you slip? Or were you pushed? Blimmin' heck.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Were you pushed, Anne? Was it not an accident, or was it an accident? Okay.
Were you treated badly by the Grants at the house? Did you feel that they exploited you? Nothing there yet. Pretty still.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you happy in this resting spot? Because you're English, aren't you? You're English. Did you hear the...
Yeah, there's a bit of beeping, yep.
You're English. Do you wish you were home? Bloody
oh,
hell.
yes, here we go. 360. Yes. Have a good activity with the pressure gauge.
And what's happened with the
pointing, yeah,
again, the GoPro's gone off again.
Wow.
Let me just stop, and I'm just going to redo. That was interesting, wasn't it? Okay. Anne, you said again you're English, and you don't like being in this graveyard, do you? Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that.
Yep. Okay.
It's gone off.
And again. The GoPro's gone off again, folks.
It's gone off again.
Wow.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that is.
Isn't it?
Yep.
That has switched off twice now, for no reason.
That's weird.
You know.
Yep.
Let's just do one more question.
Yep.
Get so.
Okay.
Let's just put this back on. That should. I don't know what's going on. We've.
Do you feel like this is your? Do you feel that you should be like in a different resting place? Wow.
Unbelievable, Mark.
Yes. She doesn't. She's not happy here, obviously.
and I'm itching like crazy.
Yeah.
We're getting bits crazy tonight, aren't we?
Oh.
More than normal.
Oh.
I've never seen it like it.
Terrible. Yeah.
You know, I think we're going to finish on this. Just one more. I'm just going to say, are you turning our camera off? Are you turning? Look at that.
Wow.
Are you making? Can you make it go off again?
Look at this. Total 360.
You're because we've got your camera just by you, and you made it go off, didn't you? Twice. You're not happy here, are you? Did you want to go home, back to England? It's crazy. Look at that.
Yes. Yeah.
Look at that.
She's not happy here.
Just a little note. Cause she's the only English girl, aren't you, Anne?
She's the only English girl buried in this cemetery.
In this cemetery, it's all Grants, Frasers.
Yeah. Yep.
You know.
Do you feel out of place here?
It's crazy.
Wow.
Okay, we're going to end this here because we're getting bit to death. We'll do more experiments. But that was good, wasn't it?
Yes, yep, definitely.
That was pretty. So we're just doing a temperature, quick temperature around here. round Anne's grave. 16, sort of 16 degrees, 16.8. I'm just going to be quite brief with this because I'm not going to go around the whole. Just give us an idea. I just want to see whether there's any major changes. 16.5, 16.5, pretty similar. 16.5. Okay, let's just go closer to here. Let's try putting down into the ground there. 17. We've just put a temperature in the ground there, just in the bottom. Can you change this? Can you make the temperature change? Got 18 degrees there.
If you're here, can you see if you could adjust the temperature?
Can you adjust the temperature? I'm just going to put it in there. Can you adjust the temperature, Anne? Can you make it go? Oh, it went off. I went off and on quickly.
Wow.
Do you see that?
Yep.
Can you change your temperature? Can you see? Can you make it go hot or cold? Can you do that? Hot or cold? But that was interesting. We had a few 18 degrees. That's it. 18, 17. God, that went quite cold quite quickly, didn't it? As soon as I moved it. That was 2 degrees. Just by pulling out 2. Let's just go closer. 2 and 16. Okay, there's a little bit of fluctuation. 2 or 3 degrees, wasn't there?
Yep.
Round there. Okay, let's finish that. Let's try the compass.
Yep.
Okay, we've got the compass, the normal. Let's orientate it to north. And you can see there, honestly, you won't believe how much we're getting bitten to death doing this. I'm just going to actually put it on there, on top of there. Let it settle. Turn it round to north. There we go, we've got it to north. And we've put a compass there on top by you. Okay, you can see the compass. Can you make it move? Can you make the needle move? Can you ring the bell or make anything move? Our GoPro's been perfect now, look.
Yeah.
You know, the GoPro went off 2 or 3 times with questions.
Yep.
We're here, like I said, Anne, we're not here to take the mick out of you. We're just here to get information. Just keep your legacy going. You wander around, don't you? Around.
Oh.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
Did you hear that?
Yes. The pressure.
The pressure. As soon as I said you wander around.
Yep.
That's honestly. Did you hear it?
Yep.
Thank you. You wander around, don't you?
We'll be coming here at. We'll be doing an episode at
night time.
At night time, folks, just to see if we can catch a glimpse of the White Lady.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was very interesting.
Yep.
Okay. Brilliant. Thank you. Okay.
Well, the pressure thing went off.
Did you see that?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Did you see that?
Yep. Okay, so we're going to ask the questions now, and we're going to do them in slow-mo and see if we pick up any like unusual sounds or you know the stuff that we have previously. So we'll see what we can get. Okay. So Anne, do you feel out of place in this graveyard? Would you prefer to be buried elsewhere with your own people?
Okay, do it again.
Okay.
That went off again. Okay, do it again.
Okay.
That went off again.
All right. So how do you think we went?
We had the new experiment with the pressure.
Yep.
And that went off.
It went off. It went off a couple of times, didn't it?
With certain questions, didn't it?
Yeah.
And the dowsing rods with questions.
Oh yeah. Dowsing rods again. As soon as we got closer to the grave and asked questions.
Yeah.
You know, especially like when we asked if she felt like out of place here.
Yeah.
You know, they just did it doing 360s. They were like propellers.
Yeah, and like I said, she's the only English girl in this graveyard.
Yeah.
And she had a tragic death, and she probably doesn't even want to be here, but she's here.
Exactly.
And then we had some. We'll listen to the recordings after.
Yep.
We had a couple of degrees change in temperature, nothing drastic and nothing, but we'll look back at footage, and I think this place has got an atmosphere, hasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It's more Hammer horror than Hammer horror.
Yeah,
It's out in the middle of nowhere. It's miles. There's there's no traffic around for miles.
Yeah.
This is just like, seriously, folks. It's intense.
You got the old yew trees, the old
Yeah.
railings that look like spears.
Yeah, you got moss growing on the railings and the old,
Yeah.
the old stones, and it's just totally atmospheric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to come back at night time, aren't we? And I
Yes,
think it's
we
going to
are.
be a great one here.
Yes, we are. And see if we can
Yeah.
like actually, get some visuals of the White Lady,
Yeah.
as it were.
So brilliant.
Okay, that wraps it up for this episode. We'll see you next time on Extreme Ghost Hunters.
Yeah, take it easy.
Yep.
Brilliant. So I'm just coming back to this graveyard where we did Anne Fanny Stokes. We did it last night, most of the filming, but I've just come back to do a little bit more, just a few of the takes of everything, and just round by the house. Remember I said the Grant's house was burnt down not long after the Viking stone was moved, all interlinked with Anne Fanny Stokes, the Viking stone, the house. So and also I've got a few flowers here. I just, what happened last night when we talked by the stone was she sounded as though she was quite upset, as if she didn't want to be here, and I find that was quite sad really. So I've just come now just to put a few flowers. Sun's in my eyes, so I've just come, this is the grave here. So we're just going to put a few little flowers there. So I'm just going to put them down. Let's put them down. There we go. So there you go. I've just put a few flowers down. There you go. Anne Fanny Stokes. And thank you last night for letting us come here, Anne. And there's a few little flowers for you. So that was nice. So by the way, we've got a new addition, a new naughty addition to Extreme Ghost Hunters. This is Dexter, little Dexter. He's only a puppy at the moment, 3 months old, but when he's bigger, he will be joining us on Extreme Ghost Hunters. Because actually dogs have a great sense. They pick up things some of us don't pick up. So when he's trained, he's just a playful little puppy now, as you can see. Just turn it round. Aren't you? You playful little puppy. Dexter, sit. Sit. Let's see if you sit. 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 Do you want to sit? Oi, 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 oi. Sit. There you go. Good boy. So he is learning. So I'm going to go and continue filming, give this dog... The midges are back again here, so they're pretty bad. Pretty bad, the midges at the moment. So there you are, Dexter, say hello. There you go. And we'll continue, and I'll see you later. So I'm just at the little burn in the stream where it's believed that Anne Fanny Stokes, when she left the house, she ran across the fields and then she tried to cut across this burn which is behind me, and her skirt, her dress, was caught with because it was heavy at the bottom, and dragged her under the water. And as you can see, it's quite not so running fast at the moment, but in the depths of winter, when it's a little bit, there's meltwater, and beginning of the summer when the water's coming off the mountains, or we've had a lot of heavy rain, this is like a torrent. It's like white water, very fast. So you can see, and it's also got little stepping stones in areas, so what looks quite good, you can slip quite easily. So I'll just show you this. So just a couple of sort of few 100 meters or so from where we've just been at the graveyard, you can see now I'm at the Viking stone. So this is where we did the episode, the Viking stone, which tied into when it was being moved, sort of cursed a few people and the Grants for moving it from the top of the mountain. It was a burial stone for a Viking Danish prince, and it was moved in 1871, the same time Anne Fanny Stokes died. And this, you can see now, is where the coach and horses used to go, and we're just going to walk along here to where the house, the big grand house used to be, and the tall tower of this old house. It's burnt down now, just the footings. You could see Loch Ness 8 miles away, so it was a fairly big place. So we'll go over to there now. So I'm just standing, where the old, you can just see behind me, there's some walls of the base, the footings of the old Grant's castle. It was huge, and like I said, from the top of the spire, the tower, you could see Loch Ness, which is 7-8 miles away. Really impressive. And you can see, I will just have to take a walk over, just over behind me, just over here would have been a big pond, a big pool, lots of trees around, which are specimen trees. As where we came up, there's all red sequoia trees, really, like I said, sort of Victorian era trees, which are really nice. But let's just look. If you come over with me over here, we'll just have a little wander, and you can see, I'll put a picture up just now as well of what it used to look like, how grand it was. Now I'm just going to look, you can see me now, I'm just going to walk up. If you can see the steps, these are the steps to the old, it would have been a real grand entrance to this big estate house, you know, really huge. But look, here's the steps we got here. So we're just going up the steps of the old house, and this is all the remains of it. You can just see the stone walls. There would have been grand windows facing out from here. Just imagine the life it used to be living in a place like this. But like I said, they moved the Viking stone, and a lot of bad luck became upon the Grants. Anne Fanny Stokes, the Grant's house burning down, lots of tragedy. So there's a moral to this: don't move Viking stones. What's this, Dexter? Is this a Viking stone? Is that the Viking stone? Is that the Viking stone? Yeah? Is this a Viking stone just there? You'll come back here one day, won't we? Yeah, it's a good lad.
Let's do that again. I've freaking had a
All right, yeah, no,
freaking midgie.
Yeah, okay.
On my nose.
Yeah.
It's shocking.
Yeah.
And you don't want me fiddling around and, like, when you're trying to explain the story.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So we'll just go. Today we're at Coromundie Graveyard, and this ties in with our previous episode, doesn't it, Mark? Yeah.
It's so funny because I got bit of the same thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're shocking.
They're really bad, aren't they?
Yeah, and I've doused myself in spray.
I think because we're out the wind.
Yeah.